Am I the asshole for telling my estranged sister and our parents that she and her kids are not my problem? This posted by Crafting Sun Love. 7 years ago, I was married and expecting a baby when things went horribly wrong. About 10 weeks into my pregnancy, I suffered a miscarriage, and then I returned home to find my husband in bed with my sister.
What the Throw them red flags, man. Throw more red flags. What the shit?
Well, we've got a couple of ASCON ones in bed together, so that's a good start. The two of them tried to apologize and convince me that we could all get over it. They asked you to join them, didn't they? But I wanted nothing to do with either of them, and even less so when I found out she had gotten pregnant. What the f***? Oh my God! I legitimately haven't even gotten through the first paragraph of this thing yet, and we've got assholes and red flags flying around everywhere. My divorce was finalized quickly because I wanted nothing from him other than the divorce and was willing to leave the marriage with nothing but the clothes on my back. I bet. Pretty early, I realized my parents were hoping I would still want to be part of the baby's life, but I wanted nothing to do with the baby my sister conceived while sleeping with my husband, now ex, as I lay in a hospital losing my own pregnancy. I refused any and all contact with my sister and ex. They married and had 2 more children after the one she conceived during my marriage to him. I met my current husband when I had distanced myself from the whole family, and he was amazing and his family were great. We got married 2 years ago and his family is nothing short of the best. I adore the nieces and nephews I have gained through my marriage to him, and we spend a lot of time together. Around 3 months ago, my sister called me at work using my work phone and told me she needed me and could I please come to her. I hung up the phone and continued about my day. It was several hours later and I got a message from my parents saying I needed to be with my sister. A few days later, I got another call and was told my sister had been pregnant. The baby passed away inside of her and she delivered a stillborn, all while he was out sleeping with someone else. I have thoughts. I'm gonna save him. My parents and sister expected me to rally around her and I didn't. Now that some time has passed and she lives with them, I have been inundated with them saying I should meet her kids, be there for them like I am my husband's nieces and nephews, and that I should reconcile with the family. My sister told me how sorry she was again and that she wanted us to make up. I told the 3 of them that she and her kids are not my problem and I still want nothing to do with them. My parents are furious and they say I need to forgive because whatever she did, she is now suffering worse than would ever be deserved, and her kids are innocent and deserve an aunt. Am I the asshole? Wowza. The exact same thing that happened to OP happened to her sister. And while my gut reaction to this is karma's a bitch, huh? The fact that she lost a baby prevents me from being able to say that. You know what I mean? I am all for karma. I am all for people getting a taste of their own medicine. I cannot feel good about someone losing a baby. I just can't. I can't do it. I am glad that OP's sister got burned in return. And in the same way that she burned her sister. Now, what that does tell me is that OP's ex-husband, OP's sister's now husband, at least at the writing of this post, he's obviously got some problems where he knows no loyalty, doesn't plan on being faithful to anyone ever, and is being completely controlled by his penis. I don't know what OP's sister was thinking in the first place, getting involved with him, let alone sleeping with him while her sister was having a miscarriage. That's ASCON 1 times a billion. We don't even have something for that. That deserves some kind of new level. I don't even know what that is. That's nuclear war. She had to have known he was a dumbass because of what he did to her sister. And then she still slept with him and then ended up marrying the guy and having more kids with him, and was apparently completely shocked whenever he slept around on her. And utterly in disbelief whenever he did that while she was having a miscarriage. Well, you know what? There's precedent. He's done it before. She chose this. Miscarriage is a terrible thing, and I would never, ever, ever wish that on anyone. But she absolutely f***ed around and found out, quite literally. And sister is absolutely an ASCON 1, right? There's no way around that. She's an ASCON 1. OP is under no obligation to form a relationship with her at all because boundaries don't mean anything to her. They didn't back then, at least. She's been burned now, so maybe that changes, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the damage, right? OP has no existing relationship with her sister's kids. She's not stopping a relationship because there's nothing that exists there right now. There's an opportunity cost of not having one, and maybe that would be fulfilling for both of them, but there's always going to be drama between Opie and her sister. There's no way. There's no way that there isn't. And that drama could be potentially damaging for Opie's sister's kids. So it's safer, honestly, to maintain that distance and to not have a relationship with them. There's less risk involved. Opie's ex-husband and Opie's sister's soon-to-be ex-husband, he's like a limited edition flavor of evil. Dude's not just an asshole. Dude burst right out of the top of the ASCON scale and went right up to the evil scale, and dude is just evil. There's no other word for it. I mean, there are lots of words for it, but evil pretty well sums up this sorry excuse for a man. This guy's not a man, he's just a dick. That's all he is. He is just a dick. No brain, no heart, no soul, no nothing, just a dick. I'm extremely sorry that both of you fell victim to him, and these are scars that you are never going to recover from. That doesn't change anything between you and your sister. Now she just knows how big of a dipshit she was way back when and has been since then. Good. I'm glad that she knows that now. It doesn't change anything. That doesn't make it right. That certainly doesn't compel you to want to come running to her side whenever she experienced the same thing that she did to you. Nope. That's not how life works. I'm sorry. Opie, you are not the asshole. I'm sorry that you had to deal with this. Your sister's an ASCON 1, and your douche canoe of an ex-husband is an evil one. Evil dick. That's what he is. He's at level evil dick. Oy.